Hello and welcome to Ragnvald the Power Work Builder. Today, as you can see by my shirt, we're going to work on Fast and the Furious. And it's brought to you by the people at Fanhome. And I'm Ragnvald the Power Work Builder. And finally, after 5 months, we are going to get back on track with, hopefully, with the Dodge Charger. So I got my beautiful blueprint here from Powerwork Upgrades. Like I mentioned in one of the other videos just recently, they will be closing at the end of the year. So if you fancy these blueprints, head over to powerworkupgrades.com and pick you up a blueprint. They got, plenty of them. I've showed, in my videos all the ones I have, the Dodge Charger, the Skyline, and the Knight Rider and the Eleanor. So we're going to put that right there. So, this is issue 70. This is what took 5 months to get. They sent me package 18, which is basically all the window glass and stuff for the car, but they didn't have this piece, the top painted part of the car. It took them 5 months to get it. And I also have just sitting off screen, I just got this today, package 19, which you will see in a future video. So between 18 and 19, it took 5 months to get just these two packages. I do have 20 on the way. It's in Kansas City. So package 20's coming. It ain't here yet. So what we are going to do for the sake of this video is we're going to build and try to install all the glass into the car. This is the back windshield. It just it was just sitting on the back of the car, but I took it off just so the way I could pull it down off of the shelf up there. I did put the dust cover back up there, and unfortunately you can't get these dust covers anymore. Powerwork Upgrades has discontinued those, but I had to go up there and pull the car out from under the cover. So, without further ado, let's get right into this build and kind of tilt you back down here a little bit. And we'll start out with issue 67. That's where we stalled out on the car. So issue 67 is doing the front windscreen. as they like to say in England. Which I'm not mocking them. I think it's kind of neat. You know, we say windshield, they say windscreen. So, anyhow, so we're just putting tape, you know, that little sticky tape, on it. So that way the plastic will, stick to it. And it doesn't even look like we're even putting the windscreen on it. All we're doing is the little tape in 67. So here's stage 68. We'll pop this open. So this issue, we're actually doing something. We're actually putting the side glass into. We're actually putting the side glass into the car. So it gives you the instructions there to put that in. 69 should probably be the other side. Yep. 69 will be the other side of the quarter glass. And then 70, the big metal painted piece. It looks like we're finally going to install the front and rear windows, and then put that painted roof piece on. So and then we put the trim around it. So let's get to building here. Quite a bit to do. There's my scissors. Looking for my scissors. We don't want any shop turtles getting smothered over the plastic bag not being fully disposed of right. So let's pop this out of here carefully. I guess it would help if I did take the top part off. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, so like I said, for now, we're not doing anything with this, so I'm just going to leave the protective film on it until we get to the stage where we need that. Because all we're doing is putting this adhesive tape So we'll get that out. And they do have curved edges and straight edges. So we want to put the curved edges, obviously, on the curves. And put the straight parts on the straight. So it'll be something like that. Now they really don't tell you which one is 67D and which one is 67C. Because, okay, so the longer one goes at the top. Okay. So this would be 67C. And then this one would be 67D because it's a longer piece of paper. So and then, well, then they even classified even a little different. So that doesn't seem like that's yeah, these got to go around the notches. That's 67B. That'd be like the smaller pieces. Yeah, no, this has to go on the bottom because it's longer. Otherwise, it doesn't fit on the top. And there is a little groove that they want you to put this in. Huh. I think that's the wrong side. It doesn't curve up. Okay, so that one goes there. Then this one goes here in the middle. Okay. I think this one goes up here. No. That can't go up there. Maybe they just give you 2 extras? They must just give you some extras. Because they only show 3 pieces on the bottom. Okay, so that one's there. So then that one's there. And then this goes right in the middle. Okay. And then we need 4 of these little guys to go on the side. So then when you're done, that's the way it'll look. So you have 2 on each side, and then 3 up here and 3 down there. So we'll set that off to the side, because we're done with that. Go on to 69. All right. Dump that out. And then there's our quarter glass, our little piece of trim, and our other piece of trim. And then we got our MP screws. So we're gonna take this little piece of trim and attach the piece to the back strip on the outside of the rear window. Okay, so this is just like the trim piece. So basically just kind of pushes on there just like that. All right, and then we need to grab our car, which we haven't seen for 5 months, but here's the base of the car, and we are working on the passenger side of the car at the moment. Had to flip back one page just to see where they wanted, what window it was I was working on. So, as you can see, it just falls right into place there. And then we'll take a couple of our MP screws, our military police screws, and get those in place. So I'll just hold this and put, okay, so one screw goes in the top and one screw goes in the bottom. I'm just trying to orientate. Okay, so right where my finger is, that's where one screw goes, and then the other one goes right up there where my finger is. Alright, that's one in. I think there's 3 total. I think there's one on the back side too, but I'd have to flip the page over to see that screw. But I think it's held in with 3. Okay, now let me just flip this over. Yep, I was right. There's one screw on this back post where my finger is that has to go in. Actually, yeah, that's what it says to go into, but there's nothing for it to hold the screw right where they're saying to put it. Well, that's interesting. Because where they're saying to put the screw, it's a straight hole through there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a straight through hole. So there's no way to put a screw in there. Yeah, I don't understand what they're saying on that one. But I mean that's not going anywhere with just the 2 in there. Because I mean they show putting one in there, but right where my finger's pointing, that's a straight through hole. So there's no way to put a screw there. So I'm just going to move on, and we'll do the other side. And then we'll come back to that. I mean, maybe, maybe something covers that hole to allow the screw to go in that hole. But for right now, I can't see how a screw would even stay in that hole. And then we got some more MP screws. So we'll take our other window and we'll put our little trim piece on it. And then we'll put our 2 screws in. This is weird. I'm looking at this, right? That's the screw hole right there. And then the front 2 are up here. So where they said to put the screw on the magazine is just a little bit off of where it's supposed to go. There's a square on the inside, and that's where they're pointing to put the screw. But you actually put the screw in lower than that. I just realized that. So, let's see. If you can notice, like right there, you can kind of see like a little bump there. That's where the screw goes. Yeah, that's where the screw goes. And they said to put it in that square. Well, I just proved that was wrong. So, anyhow, now we got the 3 screws in there. So we'll just get 2 out of here. So we can attach the other side. There we go. Screw doesn't really want to play ball with me. So, we'll kind of get that one started. Okay, that one's in. that one's in. And then our last little screws up here. All right. So that's the end. And that was basically 68. So we're done with that. And I mean, yeah, you will have these trim pieces left over, but that's fine because we are going to be installing those in number 70. So now what we need to do is get our rear glass and just set it back there. And then grab our front glass. Which, actually, I'll do one at a time here. Because it looks like, okay, so we're putting the glass on. Oh, and then we're putting the roof piece on. And then we're going to screw it all down. Okay, so... just get that off there. So we'll set this on here. And it just kind of falls... It just kind of falls right in line with the little tabs. Same with the back one. And then we'll get the rest of 70 out of the box here. Grab those stickers, screws. And then we'll grab the roof. Oops. One more batch of screws in here. There we go. So, give some NP screws. A whole bag of LM screws, which was what we're going to be using to put that together with. Some tiny RM screws. And some OP screws. Oh, the sticky stickers are for the trim pieces. That's what those things are for. Okay, so we're going to put this over the top of the car. Just like that. And as you can see, we've now sandwiched the front and back window in place. So now we just have to flip this over. And starting with the back, they want 6 LM screws in the back. So, there's 6 of them. There's a screwdriver. So, just gotta tip this up here a second. So yeah, it looks like we'll put one right there where my finger is. one here, and then one more right here. So right where I pointed is where we're putting all those LM screws. Ah. Just get a little bit more torque with this guy. There, last one goes over here. All right. So we got that, and now we need to, so we got those 6 in. Now we need to add 4 more of our LM screws. We're not done putting the roof down yet. So now we'll take, and we're going to put 2 LM screws, one here and one right here, according to the book. Yep. Okay. And then we need to go back to here. We need 2 more. Can I see where my finger's pointing? We need one there and one on the other side. drop 2 more out of here. All right. And that should do it for our LM screws. Looks beautiful, don't it? Now it's finally got a roof on it. So just gonna kind of leave that there for the moment, because we need to grab the trim that goes around it and put our little stickers on there. So we need 1 sticker in the front, 1 sticker in the back on each post. So we'll put 1 there. And then oh, they only say 1 sticker? 1 double-sided sticker from the backing paper attached to the straight end of the chrome frame 1 of the left. Do the same on the rear. Oh, yeah, they're just saying one sticky thing. So I guess we got 2 extra. So what? And it would make sense because you're putting screws in the rest of it to hold it in place. So now with the car tilted up to the driver's side, we will take our driver's side chrome and attach that to the car. So we'll peel that off. So then it'll sit on there just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And then I will work on screwing it all down. Okay, so that side's on there. And then they say those RM screws, those tiny little silver screws, you want to put them in the front of the trim. So you want just 2 of those little guys. And then they go right in the front of the trim here. Now, let me get my smaller head. The head on these little silver screws is kind of small, but it's okay. I got the tool for that. All right. So right there was a little tiny RM screw that you had to put in. Now, the fun job, trying to put all the rest of the screws in. So the back two posts, if I could show you, right where the screwdriver is, that one and the one back here are MP screws. And then the two front ones are OP screws. So we'll get our tiny little MP screws out. And I mean, these things are tiny. Now that goes in that hole. Alright, I gotta put this up on its side. So I can even see what I'm doing here. I think that's in there. It just kind of wanted to keep spinning, so I'm kind of hoping that was in there. It's kind of hard for me to see. Sorry if I'm kind of blinding the screen. I'm just trying to get a little bit of light so I can see what I'm doing here. Well, to me, it seems like that screw just falls right through that hole. And it doesn't even really catch the... I mean, it doesn't, like, secure the thing down. It just falls right through the hole. They're so small. But I I could see that it just went right through the hole, right through the hole that's here. You know, the screw's so small. Now that OP screw seems like it does the trick. I mean, that one goes in and actually has enough bite to hold. Yeah, I might actually take that out because it just doesn't seem like that's. Well, I'll fuss with that later, but I don't think those MP screws really belong there. That's my personal opinion. I think they're too small. Now this one just doesn't seem like it wants to bite at all. Oh, there we go. Now I feel it going in. There we go. All right. We'll move on. I'll tidy up the side trim, you know, off camera, just the way I don't bore you with details. But yeah, these NP screws, they seem like they're way too small for those holes, and they just fall right through, and they don't allow the trim, you know, to securely tighten onto the side of the car. Unlike this one over here, see, I can't even push on this one. That one's on there nicely. Of course, I got my grubby little fingerprints all over the windshield glass. All right, and oh, then we gotta put the frames on the window frames. So I gotta put the front windows frame on, and then we're done. We're done with this build for this pack. Now this would have been if they would have kept on schedule. This would have been May's build pack. Because we got up to April, which was 17. And so May through... So May, June, July, August, September, and are behind the schedule. And like I said, this was May's issue, was putting all this together. I have June's issue, which is 19. And then I got July's issue coming. And then August and September should be coming, fairly soon. But we are definitely behind on this build. But maybe we'll be able to catch up with it. They said that once they get the parts in, that they would start shipping them out like every 15 days to kind of catch up. So we'll see. You know what? Get my tweezers. I don't know why I'm sitting here struggling with trying to pull these things off. All right. And then this will just go right over the front. And there are little clips that will kind of pop it in place. As well as the sticky tape to hold it. All right. There we go. Issue 70. Finally done. We got all the nice little chrome around the windows. We got the roof on. I'll tidy up those screws on that one side to make that a little bit tighter. But I've been Ragnvald the Powerwork Builder. Join me next time when I do package 19. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps my channel grow. Later.